Bone broth has been trending a lot in recent years, although it isn't really anything new. But is it really a superfood? Hi, welcome to my channel, and in this video, I'll share the potential benefits and different ways to include bone broth in your diet. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's talk about bone broth basics. Although bone broth can be made from a variety of animals, the most common types are beef, chicken, turkey, lamb, and fish. The typical method of making bone broth is by simmering bones along with some herbs and spices and sometimes vegetables depending on your preference, and letting it simmer for 10 to 20 hours or even longer. This makes the bone broth easy to digest, flavorful, and nutrient dense, therefore providing many health benefits. Now, of course, the best option is to make it yourself. However, there are more convenient store-bought options available. Just make sure you take the time to do your research and choose high-quality products. Here are some examples of store-bought bone broth. So this is just regular beef bone broth. And here I have chicken bone broth. So another fun thing that's out on the market is they offer different flavors to make it more palatable. So this one's lemongrass roasted jalapeno. And this is another chicken bone broth, and this is roasted asparagus. So there are plenty of options out there if you're looking for a pre-made product. As I mentioned before, bone broth is very nutrient dense and contains minerals like calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium. And it also has chondroitin sulfate and glucosamine, and these can help with improving your joint health. Bone broth also has collagen, which can really help with the elasticity of your skin and just improve its overall texture. And research shows that bone broth may also help in the treatment of leaky gut syndrome, and it can help with overcoming food intolerances and allergies. It also improves digestion and gut health, and it can boost your immune system. Of course, it's also a very helpful food to consume when you're not feeling good, when you have a cold or flu. So this is very gentle and very easy on the stomach and can provide great relief. Okay, so now time for some alternatives. So bone broth protein like this is an even more convenient option. The process of this is it starts off the same way. You have the bones that are simmered down into a liquid, and then it's dehydrated into a powder form. So you can see how this looks like. This looks like your regular old protein powder. And what's great about something like this is that you can just add it to a bunch of different things, especially when they're flavored like this. This is a chocolate flavor, so you can add it to your smoothies or just different recipes. So what if you're not into meat? Well, if you're a vegetarian or vegan, you can definitely try vegetable broth as an alternative. Now, vegetable broth is still nutrient dense. There are definitely some pre-made options out there, but I do recommend that you try to find a recipe online and make it yourself. So how do you consume bone broth? Whether it's homemade or pre-made, you would warm it up and drink it out of a cup, kind of like a soup in a cup. So what's the final takeaway? While I don't think it's absolutely necessary to consume bone broth on a daily basis, I do think it can be a great addition to a well-balanced diet. However, if your diet does consist of mostly processed foods and just a general lack of nutrients, this can be incredibly beneficial. And it's also really helpful when you're just not feeling your best. Either way, I do think it's worth giving it a try. What are your thoughts on bone broth? Leave your response in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And if you do, don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss a video. I just want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.